Well, let's hold a thought prayer for our service. We're ready to begin as we thank God for the blessings of the day and God's greatest good be done with all the service that's performed. Mahalo kea kua. Thank you, God. Aku mau mau. Aku mau mau pa. E ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai ka iki mai luna mai. Ona mea huna no awe mele e ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai ka iki mai luna mai. Ona mea huna no awe mele e ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai. E ho mai ka iki mai luna mai. Ona mea huna no awe mele e. Ele hoi akalo o malka o kona. Hele hoi o makai, wherever you come from. Kakai aka e komamai. Good morning and welcome. As we perform here at Unity of Kona, beautiful Kailua Kona, Hawaii. And so we honor you and welcome you to our service. As we get started with the service, we start with the Hawaiian prayer chant, the Eo Mai. It's the beseeching of the Great Spirit and our ancestors with the Eo Mai, for the wisdom of the experiences, the stories being told, the wisdom within the stories, and our life experiences that become our stories. With this knowledge, we don't have to repeat things over and over again, for we learn from our past experiences, and we set aside all grievances and stones, and then have no fear through the depth darkness of night. For Ela A comes a dawning of a new day, and we don't have to pick up any grievances and stones. The beautiful belief system is every day we get a new start to start over and do better in life. And this is all we can ask for. So mahalo kea kua. Thank you, God, for the blessings of the day. And as I start the service, I'd like to pass it on now for the platform speaker. And we got Miss Cindy. Thank you, Cindy.
Oh, you guys are awesome. So good to see you. Could you everyone stand with me as we say our mission statement and our vision statement and all our statements? Yes. Yes. Okay. Oh, our affirmation. I awaken to truth, grow in awareness, and build Christ consciousness in my life. And our vision statement, a world family of oneness, peace, and love. And our mission statement, to inspire spiritual growth and service through the active practice of love, prayer, faith, joy, and honoring everyone as a child of God. And if you could please stay standing as we sing our song, One Big Family. That's what we are.
Ooh, nice. All right, all right. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Dance time. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah.
While we're all standing, let's take a moment and just greet one another here in the sanctuary. If you're joining us online, great time to leave a little comment in the comment section. We'll be back in a moment.
And now it's time to welcome our visitors and our guests. And if you feel comfortable, we would love it if you would stand and tell us your name. I'm not looking at you. Where you're from. Sorry. Are you comfortable? Oh, you're comfortable! Yay! Nothing like a little pressure. I'm sorry. Oh, wonderful. Yeah. Oh, good. Well, we're so happy to have you part of us for 6 whole weeks. Yay. You came a long ways. So welcome. And we would all like to join together to say to you, aloha and God bless you. Yes, we're so happy you're here. And be sure and stay with after service. We're going to have refreshments afterwards, and you'll get to know us a little better, and we'll get to know you a little better, and that would be awesome. So thank you. For our announcements, I always remind you, if you have a prayer request, something that's on your heart, you can fill out a form that's on the back table and put it in the prayer box, and it will be prayed for here at Unity and then sent on to Silent Unity, where it will be prayed over for 30 days, day and night. And we around here believe in prayer and meditation. Wonderful things happen when we believe, right? Yes, yes. Okay, Patrick's going to come up and read the rest of our announcements to us. Thank you, Patrick.
Speaker Shuffle. Good morning, everybody. So here are our announcements for this Sunday. First, I want to congratulate our team member of the month, Jim Carey. Thank you, Jim. Mahalo, Jim, for your loving service to our spiritual center. We are blessed to have you at Unity of Kona. Jim has served on our board of directors for 4 years as the treasurer. He's our platform assistant. He sets up the sanctuary each Sunday for services, sings in choir, brings onolicious food for fellowship. Jim, your can-do attitude and willingness to offer needed support and share your time, energy, and talents is greatly appreciated. You're a bright and shining light, and we are grateful for your spirit of aloha and loving service. We love you. Thank you, Jim. Today is Birthday Sunday. We like to acknowledge everyone who has a birthday this month, especially those we know from our ohana. Shelley Grass, Jim Carey, Bella Valencia, Kim Davidson, and Mamie Bramlett. May you celebrate your birthdays with love and light that each of you are. Happy birthday. Ha'oli lahanau. Some of our ohana are in need of food items. Please bring foods that do not require refrigeration and not much cooking, such as canned or packaged dry goods. The box at the top of the stairs labeled Hawaii Food Basket will be used to collect the items. Mahalo nui. Rev Sophia is available to make pastoral calls to congregants who would like one-on-one prayer or a personal conversation. If you would like to receive her call, there is a sign-up sheet in the back of the sanctuary. Add your name to, or feel free to send an email to unityofkona@gmail.com with minister call in the subject line. Please include your name, phone number, and the best dates and times to reach you. The upcoming Spiritual Gifts Workshop. Each human soul has an individual mark it leaves on everyone it touches. Our goal in studying spiritual gifts is to support you in delving deeper into your true self, who you have come here to be, and then experience your unique expression which flows from the unique perspectives, passions, and purpose you individually hold in life. The workshop will last 2.5 to 3 hours, depending on the number of participants, and will be offered on a love offering basis. Reverend Sophia will offer this workshop virtually. We need to know, are you interested in taking it? A, and B, if so, what days and times work for you? Text unityofkona@gmail.com, or I am passing around a sign-up sheet for it right now. Today at noon, we have our sound bowl and healing service and individual energy healing with Kayla and myself. We hope that you can stay and join us after fellowship. And then also join us for an evening meditative sound bath on Friday, May 16th from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. Ukulele Monday evenings from 6 to 7 p.m., led by Dondi from Beginners to Experts here in the sanctuary. Bring your ukuleles. Some are available to use. Come to learn, play, and share. Meditation Tuesday evening, May 6th from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m., facilitated by Sean here in the sanctuary. Join us for an evening of self-healing, meditation, and discovery. Unity of Kona choir practice is Friday, May 9th from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. Bring your music booklets. And for our regular weekly and monthly events, there's a flyer on the small table in the back of the sanctuary. Feel free to pick one up. And as you know, it takes a village to run our spiritual center, and we appreciate everyone. Kindly consider supporting Unity of Kona by becoming a contributor and sharing your time, talent, and treasure. There are several updated sign-up sheets at the back of the sanctuary for you to consider, along with the refreshment sign-up sheet upstairs. Mahalo.
Thank you. Remember, get those little sheets on the back, and then you don't have to remember all that all week. Right now, Shauna's going to come forward and read the daily word. Compassion.
Good morning, everybody. I know I always say this. I'm just so happy to be here with you all. And it's May the 4th be with you, right? Someone had to say it, right? All right. The daily word today is compassion. What a great word. I clothe myself in thoughts of compassion. I may struggle to feel compassionate, especially when I feel angry. If others' hurtful words or hostile actions seem cruel or unjust, I may feel tempted to respond in kind. However, striking back does not end conflicts or heal relationships. Instead, as I turn within and feel the Christ mind dissolve my anger, I feel calm. At those breakthrough moments, I remember anger doesn't satisfy anyone or solve problems. Regardless of how justified I may feel expressing my upset, it is within my power to choose compassion instead. I will not reciprocate others' hostility. I will instead look beyond their anger to see their struggles. I need not approve their choices to see them as children of God today and every day. And the scripture for today is Colossians 3:12. Clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, meekness, and patience. And together, I clothe myself in thoughts of compassion. Thank you.
Thank you, Sean. So good. So now is the time in our service that I love, where we think of this building, our room, as just a heart of love. So if you could just take a deep breath, let it out, maybe close your eyes, and visualize our sanctuary as a beautiful, beautiful heart. Feel the loving energy of those around you flowing in and through you. See that loving energy flowing around every person here in the sanctuary. And then spreading out to every person, every being on this earth and in this world. And if there are any events or circumstances in your life or anyone you know in need of prayer, see them in the center of this most beautiful, loving heart. As together we say the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Okay, we're going to have our special music right now. Dande, Elaine, the choir, yay.
Sing along with us. You're going to know this song. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a soul like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. Was grace that taught my heart to sing, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already passed. 'Tis grace that brought me safe thus far to freedom that will last.
We're so grateful for our singers, aren't we? Yes. Oh, yes, we are. Okay, now we are going to have our Reverend Sophia come to us from Henderson, Nevada. And she is going to have our meditation and our message.
Are we? Yes, we are. Have our Reverend Sophia Falke, who is from Henderson, Nevada.
Did I say that? I didn't say that. Okay.
You ready?
Anyway.
Whoops.
Oh, okay. Here's our
I
Reverend
had you
Sophia.
on mute. I wasn't on mute. You were on mute. Aloha. Oh, so good to see you again. And as one of my elder congregants used to say, when I say, "Hey, Frank, it's so good to see you," he'd say, "Good to be seen." Well, just as a background for you, we've had the metaphysics class now. Oh, we're on metaphysics 3. We've been having a great time on Friday mornings. At least I have. I hope you have too. Yes. Okay. I see some excitement there. And one day, because our metaphysics class is really taking us more deeply into unity principles. At one of the classes, someone said, "Hey, these principles are powerful. We should be teaching them Sunday mornings." Well, okay. The thing is, each Sunday's lesson is centered in truth principles. However, we don't specifically say, this is unity, this is metaphysics, this is what we believe. And we're having so much fun in our studies, we decided to invite you to join us each Sunday on our journey of discovery and deepened spiritual understanding. How does that sound? Would you like to join us? Okay, sure. I have one. Yes, good. Well, if you didn't want to join us, then this would have been a very short Sunday lesson. Now let's begin by answering a question. What is metaphysics? Have you heard that Unity is a metaphysical church, that we have a metaphysical understanding of the Bible, that we view life actually, we look for the metaphysical underpinnings. And yet, what is metaphysics? And I get to show off and get technical. All right, metaphysics comes from the Greek meta, meaning beyond, and physica, meaning the physical. So it means going beyond our five senses. It means looking into the unseen patterns and spiritual laws that govern all life. Metaphysics asks questions such as, what is the true meaning of life? What is the difference between the spiritual world and the physical world? In Unity, we ask, what is God really like? And what does it mean to be human? And how are God and people connected? Unity teaches that divine ideas are the deep, unchanging truths behind everything we see in the world. These are spiritual patterns that apply to everyone and help shape your life. Through the study of metaphysics and truth principles, you shift your perception from limitation to possibility. You discover the true nature of God, yourself, and the universe. And you learn how thought, feeling, and belief shape your reality and awaken your divine identity and live from it. When I say metaphysics is beyond the five senses, I'm not talking about rejecting the material world. I mean, we live in the material world. Unity talks about seeing through it, like looking past the waves to recognize the ocean, like realizing that the tree is more than leaves and bark. It's life expressing itself. Metaphysics calls you to shift from sense consciousness to spiritual consciousness. Sense consciousness says, I'll believe it when I see it. You've all heard that. You might have even said it. But spiritual consciousness says, I'll see it when I believe it. Metaphysical thinking is at the heart of Jesus' teachings. When Jesus said, do not judge by appearances, but judge with right judgment, he was asking us to look beyond what we can see and touch. He wasn't being mystical for mysticism's sake. He was revealing a principle. There is a deeper, unseen reality we can learn to trust. And Unity encourages you to read scripture and life events metaphysically. That means interpreting them symbolically, spiritually, and universally, and seeing the divine pattern underneath the human drama. In the same way, our lives hold meaning beyond what they seem. Metaphysics teaches us to look at ourselves and our experiences and ask, what is the spiritual message here? What is the divine idea behind this appearance? Now, Unity uses the word truth a lot, truth principles, and it's truth with a capital T. And our usage of the word is in connection with divine ideas as they relate to God. Anything that acknowledges, verifies, supports, or expresses divine idea is called truth in Unity terminology. Anything that contradicts or attempts to negate divine ideas is called error. In Unity, the word truth means anything that shows or supports God's perfect spiritual ideas. We call these divine ideas. This includes demonstrating qualities such as love, peace, wisdom, and abundance. For example, if someone acts why can I not speak this morning? If someone acts kindly or speaks with honesty, that action is in line with divine ideas. So we call it truth. But if someone goes against those spiritual ideas, like when someone spreads hate, lies, or fear, we call that error. It doesn't match what God is or what God created us to be. Whereas in several religious teachings, you hear terms such as sin and evil, right? Sin and evil? Yes. In Unity, you hear error thinking and separation from God. Error thinking, separation from God. Charles Fillmore wrote, "Truth is that which is true of God regardless of appearances." That means truth doesn't change when our circumstances change. Truth remains steady, a spiritual law written into the fabric of your being. Truth says, if God is love, then the truth of our being is love. If God is wholeness, then the truth of our being is health. If God is abundance, then the truth of our being is sufficiency. Facts may contradict that. Emotions may contradict that. But metaphysical truth says these are appearances, not reality. This is not about denying your humanity. It's about expanding your divinity. It's about refusing to give final authority to temporary conditions. That means you don't ignore the facts. You transcend them. You affirm, yes, this may be the current situation, but the deeper truth is, I am whole. I am powerful. I am divine. And from that consciousness, transformation begins. So, carrying on the conversation about truth, Unity distinguishes between absolute and relative truth. So, what do you think absolute truth is? Can't hear it. Sorry. God is love. Anything else? You're on the path. You're absolutely on the right path. Because what is the thing about absolute? What do you think of it with absolute? If it's absolute truth, it's regardless of conditions, it is unchanging, right? Doesn't matter what the conditions are. It is spiritual law. It declares God is. I am. All is well in divine mind. Life is eternal. Absolute truth reveals the inner reality. So if that's absolute truth, what do you think relative truth is? Yes, changing based on conditions. Very much so, yes. Good job. It reflects your current experience, your current consciousness, your current level of understanding. Relative truth reflects the outer experience and says, I feel tired. My bank account is low. I received a negative medical diagnosis. And both absolute and relative truth exist. So it's not about pretending the relative isn't true. I mean, it's there. It's what we create. The invitation is to choose not to let relative truth define you. I mean, think of it like a GPS. If you're lost, the GPS doesn't say, well, that's it, you blew it. No. I miss my old GPS used to say recalculating when I did something different than what it wanted. This one just gives me something new. So, but the GPS does recalculate from where you are. Doesn't worry about where you've been. It only has your destination in mind. It's because the destination, like absolute truth, doesn't change. No matter how many wrong turns, the truth holds steady. Now, the key to spiritual transformation is not denying what's happening in your life. It's recognizing that a deeper truth is always available. Always, always, always. And when you attune your thinking and feeling to that higher truth, your life begins to change. Not magically, but metaphysically. We live at the intersection of these two levels of truth. But the one you give power to determines your experience. That means asking yourself, is this situation, what is in this situation, what is absolute truth? What does God know about this that I may have forgotten? You know, we live in a world of form, change, and appearance. And that's relative existence. It's not bad, it's just not the whole story. Think of a movie projected on a screen. The images look real, but they're just light, flickering patterns shaped by the film running through the projector. In the same way, your experiences are shaped by your consciousness. If you change the film of your beliefs, you change the picture on the screen of your life. I mean, you can rewrite the script. I love the T-shirt that says, actually, God is writing your story. Stop trying to take away the pen. And what it's saying is these truth principles are there to guide you in every situation. Embrace them. Don't try to grab it back into relative existence, into relative truth. You know, Jesus said, Judge not according to appearance, but judge righteous judgment. He was inviting you to look beneath the surface to perceive spiritual reality, what Unity calls the Christ mind perspective. And when you do that, you're no longer a victim of circumstance. You become co-creators with spirit. You are expressions of the infinite in a temporary experience. The great spiritual invitation is to live in the world, but not be of it. Don't take it seriously. Don't believe everything that appears real. Remember the Course in Miracles, those that you've taken that? The first lesson is you hold up a pencil and go, that pencil is not real. You look at the chair, that chair is not real. I mean, it sure looks real, doesn't it? However, it's our perception. And Jesus demonstrated this beautifully when the storm rose on the sea. You remember Jesus was asleep, and the disciples got frightened, and they called upon Jesus because they're afraid the boat was going to capsize. And remember, the Sea of Galilee is huge. I think it's like being on a Great Lake, so it can be dangerous. But Jesus aligned with absolute truth, and he spoke to the storm, saying, "Peace, be still." And the storm dissipated. Now, the outer condition was real in the relative term, but the inner authority was more real. The inner authority was the absolute truth. Likewise, you are not powerless before appearances. I know sometimes life seems tough, and you're going through challenging experiences. But in each of those experiences, you are invited to look past the outer conditions. You're invited to look through them and speak truth to them. Now, this is just the beginning. And what we're studying in our metaphysics classes is from this book, Heart-Centered Metaphysics. I'm not sure if you can see that clearly. And this is by Reverend Paul Hasselbeck. And he has taken the teachings from so many of Unity's authors, especially the early authors, and he has explained the principles. So if you want to go take a deep dive with us over the next many weeks, I mean, if we stick with this, we're going to be studying this throughout the year. Go ahead and get the book, Heart-Centered Metaphysics, Amazon, and come along with us on a journey. And we will open the pages of metaphysical truth and uncover the divine patterns that have always been within us. This is not just a series of Sunday lessons. This is a call to remember who you are. You are more than the roles you play. You are more than the stories you've lived. You are a radiant expression of God, a spiritual being having a human experience. This week, begin the practice of seeing with spiritual eyes. When situations arise, pause and ask, am I reacting to this from fear or responding from truth? What is the higher truth I can affirm right now? And in everything, let this question guide you. What is the truth here? So let's take a few minutes and take this question into meditation. What is the truth here? So I invite you to sit back and close your eyes. Close your outer eyes so your inner eye might see more clearly. Breathing in deeply. So I was breathing in the light and the love that is God, and feel it flow through every cell and tissue of your body. When you breathe in God. When you exhale, release everything that is relative. Everything that is relative in your health, your emotions, your thoughts. Continuing to focus on your breath. Let's begin with the affirmation. I see with spiritual understanding. I look beyond appearances and know the deeper truth of spirit within me and all around me. I see with spiritual understanding. I look beyond appearances and know the deeper truth of spirit within me and all around me. And drawing upon your spiritual understanding, calling upon absolute truth, absolute reality. I invite you to bring forward in your thoughts some situation that is disturbing for you. It doesn't have to be in your own life. It could be something happening in your neighborhood, in the world. But what is a relative reality that might be disturbing for you? And opening your inner eye, your spiritual eye, your God eye. Uncover, discover the spiritual, absolute truth of that situation. I see with spiritual understanding. And look beyond appearances and know the deeper truth of spirit within me and all around me. And remember, you are the light of the world. Do not hide your light under a bushel, but put it on the lampstand so that all the world can see. Affirm to yourself, I am the light. am God expressing in this world. I now see through my spiritual eyes. I see with spiritual understanding. As you go forward in this week, in everything that is happening in the world, in your life, come back to this affirmation. I see with spiritual understanding. And radiate your light and send out your love and be the blessing that you are of God demonstrating in this world. And so it is. Amen. Aloha.
Aloha. Thank you so much, Reverend Sophia. And may we see through our spiritual eyes this week. Yes. Okay. Well, it's time for us to take our offering. And we want you to know we're very grateful for anything that you can give. And so we're going to hold our gifts in our hands as we say our offering prayer. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am abundantly prosperous in every way. Okay. And we have Dundee coming. Elaine, the whole choir. Yes, thank you.
Okay. O great Spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around me.
O great Spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around me.
O great Spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around me.
O great Spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around me. O great Spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around me. O great Spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around me.
O great Spirit, earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around me.
Okay, we're going to bless our offering together. Through Spirit, we know that as we give, so shall we receive. We dedicate and consecrate these gifts to do your will and your work in this center, in our lives, and in our community. And so it is. Yay. All right, today we're going to hold each other in our hearts as we get into a circle and sing peace on earth. Let there be peace on earth and aloha oi. So. Oh, and our next week's speaker, as we're moving, I will tell you this, it's going to be our Kayla, our singer, our Kayla, our everything here. And her topic is going to be sacred shifts, awakening the power of awareness.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony, perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
And as we look towards life in a metaphysical way, until we meet again, we'll do aloha oi.
Aloha oi, aloha oi, heke ona ona no ikalipo, one fond embrace, ahoy ai au, until we meet again.
Or we say a hui ho. Until next time, my friends, thank you everybody for joining us. We got food upstairs. Don't forget to fellowship. And grab your purses when you move upstairs. We're going to move some chairs out of the way as we get prepared for our sound bowl and healing service. See you next week. Same time, same station.